Being present in the moment. Depression can arise when thinking about and living in the past, and anxiety can show up when thinking about the future. This can be challenging to our world and can be worse whilst we are working from home and more isolated from the world. This practice can be used to focus on the present moment and to let go of the past and to let go of the anxieties we hold for the future. In this guided mindfulness meditation, you can learn to be completely present in the moment, letting go of your thoughts and achieving calmness. Taking a moment to find a comfortable position, gently closing your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so, otherwise softening your gaze on the floor in front of you, and resting your hands in an easy, effortless position. And so taking a moment to just notice the sensations of the soles of your feet on the floor. Just bringing our attention to the soles of the feet making contact with the floor. Now, bringing our attention to the breath, which is here in this present moment. Without making any changes, just allow ourselves to notice the breath within this moment. Let's follow the air flowing in as it goes into the body through the nostrils, and it fills the body with life. Noticing the rise of the abdomen, and then as we breathe out, the fall of the abdomen as the breath leaves the body. When you are focusing on the breath, you are always focusing on the present moment. We can use this breath to be an anchor to focus on in the present moment, and if feelings of overwhelm begin, we know we can always return to the breath. So let's stay with our breath a little longer, allowing it to flow. And when you exhale, allow it to release any physical or emotional tension with each out breath. Allow the awareness of the breath to spread throughout the body, perhaps focusing on where you feel the breath most vividly. Where in the body is that? And bringing your attention to this area of the body, noticing the sensation that the breath brings to that area of the body. And you may find that your mind may wander during this practice, and that is fine. Minds are designed to wander. When you notice this, acknowledging where your mind has wandered to, and gently bringing it back to the present moment, to the breath that we're focusing on right now. And so I invite you now to focus our attention on the stillness between the inhale and the exhale as we take 3 purposefully deep breaths. Noticing what sensations come up for you during these breaths. Is there a physical change in the body as these 3 deep breaths are taken? Do areas of tension seem to relax? And when you're ready, returning the breath to its natural rhythm. And we're going to start to bring our attention to areas of the body where we tend to have a tendency to keep tension. Perhaps this might be in the belly area, or the shoulders, or the hands, or the jaw. Wherever it is for you, just noticing this and letting the tension go, releasing the tension in that area. Perhaps breathing into this area to soften it. Muscles are designed to tense and release, but we have a tendency to hold with no release. When we are aware that we do this and the areas of our body that we hold the tension, we can notice it in the body and release the tension. And if we find that our mind's wandering and thoughts are starting to intrude, let's see the thoughts as coloured balloons and separate from you. Pop the thought on the balloon and let it go. Let it float away. Watch it float away. And if another thought comes, pop it on a different balloon. Let it float away. Let it separate from you. Watch it float away. When we let the balloons go, we're letting the thoughts go. You become present again in this moment. You are present now. You are not controlled by your thoughts. You can acknowledge that they simply are that, thoughts. They do not own you. You control your thoughts. Recognize that fact and let them go. And as we let the balloons go with our thoughts on, we can watch as the balloon is driven away by the wind. We don't have to have the thought in our mind any longer. It's gone. If you don't like using balloons, perhaps think of your thoughts as clouds that the wind is blowing away. Either way, the object is to think of our thoughts as something that the wind can carry away. The wind brings fresh air with it. The clouds above now are empty of thoughts. We are away from our thoughts and back being mindful of the present moment, back with our breath, and noticing where we feel the breath most vividly in the body. Be conscious of the rhythm of the breath, not changing it in any way, just feeling the sensations in the body created by the breath. And now bringing awareness to the contact between the body and the surface where the body is seated, and how gravity pulls you down into this surface. Be aware of the areas of pressure as the skin meets the surface. Become aware of any scents that you can smell And now bring your awareness to the temperature of the space that you are in. Are you cold? Are you warm? Perhaps a combination of both. Sensing the sensations of the parts of the body that feels cold and the parts of the body that feel warm. And now turning your attention to any noises that are present, noises that are close, noises that are far away, noises that our body might be making, even the noise of my voice. How does it feel when a noise enters your ears? What sensations does this create? Whilst we are feeling these sensations, we are purposefully paying attention to the present moment and practicing mindfulness. And now, as we near the end of this practice, we bring our attention back to the breath and the sensations we can feel in the body when we are breathing. And when you are ready to do so, slowly and carefully opening your eyes.